tonight. From Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee, it's a special prime-time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Ryan Tannehill and the Tennessee Titans taking on Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And we see the Bills offense take the field here at quarterback, Josh Allen.
And partner, when you hear about a 6'5", 235, 240-pound quarterback, you don't often think of him being overlooked coming out of high school, do you? That's exactly what happened to Josh Allen. Overlooked, ended up going to a junior college, Reedley Community College out in California, before matriculating to the University of Wyoming, and the Cowboys were so glad to get him.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A good, safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Now Allen off the bootleg. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
We all saw the talent, the big plays in Minnesota, but Stephon Diggs really elevated his game in Buffalo last year. Led the NFL in catches with 127. There's another one right there.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Allen going to throw. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
Need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. To throw, it's Allen. Now they go screen. It's complete. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going to run for it. It's Moss. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. No dice for Sean McDermott and the offense. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. Out come the Titans for their first possession, led by Ryan Tannehill in his 10th NFL season and 3rd with Tennessee.
And the former Miami Dolphin had a career renaissance in 2019 with Tennessee and carried it over into 2020. A career-high 32 touchdowns, just 7 interceptions, and those were the fewest he'd thrown in a full season. And speaking of full seasons, he played all 16 games for the first time since 2015. He's got to be excited about 2021.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
On 2nd and 12, Tannehill, his throw incomplete. Anthony Frisker, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary here. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play.
There is something to a game plan when trying to keep a defense honest. And with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Isaiah McKenzie is back deep for the Bills. He'll send this up into the Nashville skyline, and it's a good one. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Back around his goal line. Here's Allen. And fights through one man. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
To throw again on 2nd down. Allen, and he'll get this underneath to Singletary. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Cole Beasley, the intended target, but it'll be second down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
Here's second and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it, but couldn't pull it in.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Out to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Gain of 9 that time on the scramble, 1 yard shy of the marker, and it brings up 4th.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own, but let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. On 4th down, on is the former Dolphin Matt Hawk to punt for Buffalo. Back deep, Chester Rogers. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. And it may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive. Now Tannehill. He's got it complete. Derrick Henry. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Well, certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were in nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Oh, spinning away. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. He's going to take a shot for the end zone, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone, and they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Tough end of that play. He had his eyes on that first down marker, but he lost his luggage along the way.
Left it behind, so to speak. I like your analogy there, but here's the key. As he's maneuvering, as he's picking up the first down, as he's gaining yardage, what's the one thing he forgot about?
Ball security.
Exactly. Everything else working perfectly, and he forgot the most important piece.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And Rodgers has it over on the right side. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
From the 22, Tannehill. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Jeff Swain, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Tannehill. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Throwing again is Tannehill. Got his man, that's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Man open, here is Jones. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
The first red zone opportunity for the Titans. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when he clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Two minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Tannehill now to throw. Powers through it. Henry's got it out on the left side. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Kick is good, and the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
After the field goal now, it's Bullock to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. And here come the Bills. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
On first down, they'll start out with Singletary. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
Now the Bills will hustle to the line. Allen off the play fake. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Allen. Now he'll dump it underneath fake to his running back, complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Three yards remain for second down. Allen. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. So we've reached halftime. All we have to show for the first half, a lone field goal. 3-0 our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We saw a strong first half from our quarterback. His guys lead, though by only a field goal. Still anybody's game. As we send it back to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Titans getting set to go here to begin the third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Second half begins with a run by Henry. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Now it's 2nd and 9. To throw is Tannehill. He completes it to Jones. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Derrick Henry. Stopped up shy of the 45 despite some pretty powerful running.
Jordan Poyer, the league's leading tackler among safeties last year, in to make the stop.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. Throwing on 2nd and 8, Tannehill. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 32-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Josh Reynolds signed with the Titans after 4 years in L.A. with the Rams, and he was overshadowed there by some of their big-name receivers, but came through with a career-high 52 catches last year. Expects to continue in that vein with the Titans.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Tannehill. He's got Swaim here as tight end outright. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 12-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Open man, Julio. Touchdown, Tennessee. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Titans take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
On for the point after is Randy Bullock. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Returning it, Isaiah McKenzie. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Now Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 2nd and 7, Allen. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. To the air, Allen. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
Allen's throw going to be taken in by Knox.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Allen. Looking for Beasley. Got him on the slant. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. On the handoff, it's Singletary. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And I'm curious on the defensive side if they stay aggressive, because you know they want to pitch this shutout.
Yeah, they have to be aggressive, but they also have to be smart about it as well, because one mistake can turn in.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Zach Moss taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bills have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Now the try here for the point after. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Cameron Batson now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now it's Tannehill. And the grab made by the tight end Pruitt. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down. Separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll run on 1st down. It's Henry. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll be taken down at the 34. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. After the field goal now, it's Bullock to kick it away.
From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Allen and the Bills now, down 13-7, a minute 40 remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Allen throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
It makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Now Allen. And this is caught by Beasley. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so, but it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down.
Throwing is Allen.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage excellent there downfield, and it leads to a fourth down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
So down 6, and they know they need this one on fourth down. One final try here for Allen.
That's taken in by Knox.
Fighting through, and he's got space. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily.
Allen.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here's Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely four-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
This is a draw play. Allen gives to Singletary. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's in for the touchdown, and barring a miracle, the extra point can win this football game.
Well, that's the one they had to have. Put them in a position where they're tied up, but I got to get out of the way. We still got an extra point that's pretty crucial.
That's right, just one more element to complete the victory. Here's Bass now for the extra point. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Tyler Bass now for the point after. And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.